Hello everyone. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to POCO's online global launch event. Thank you all for joining us on the stream today. My name is Angus, and I'm the product marketing manager at POCO. I'm very excited and honored to be the speaker today. We're back. It's been a while, and we're very excited to be back. But
Perseverance and potential to the world. This is POCO, focusing on innovations that truly matter. POCO.
Now, we disrupted the market in 2018 with the iconic POCO F1. And today, we're announcing the true flagship killer has returned to disrupt the market once again. So without further ado, introducing the POCO F2 Pro. It's powerfully cool. The POCO F2 Pro is also a performance-driven phone. But we follow the footsteps of F1, but we took it to a whole new level. Today, I'm going to talk about three big things: performance, design, and camera. Now, for the POCO fans over the stream, you know which one I'm going to talk about first. Performance. Powerfully cool performance. Straight power, straight speed. You may be wondering why we're calling the F2 Pro powerfully cool then. Before we get into the cool part, let's start with power. Yes, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865. The leading flagship processor right now. What makes it so incredible is Qualcomm's Snapdragon 865's unique architecture of 1 + 3 + 4, 8 cores, high speed, mid speed, and efficiency cores. It has the ability to run super smooth and optimize power usage. And for our hardcore fans, this uses the latest ARM A77 architecture. And not every 5G handset uses this structure. To give you a better understanding on how fast it is, we compared it to last year's flagship, the Snapdragon 855. It's 25% faster in overall performance. And the AI performance saw an amazing 100% CPU and GPU. We didn't stop there with the comparison. The result of bigger cooling equals better sustained performance. And this is why I say the POCO F2 Pro is powerfully cool. And talking about gaming, we actually have some extra cool features. We have a 180 hertz touch sampling rate. So when you're gaming, it'll help with your accuracy and precise aiming. It's very helpful in shooter games. Paired with it, we also have a very good Z-axis linear motor. The feedback is super satisfying. It's a flagship level haptic, whether you're playing a game or typing a text to your friends. Now, with all of these high performance and extra features, we actually got certified. The POCO F2 Pro, one of the few phones on the market that has 2 Ryland high gaming performance certification. And in order to get this, we had to pass a series of tests: display, battery life, network, overall experience, heat dissipation, and overall performance. Now, for gaming, you know it takes more than just super powerful performance to have a great gaming experience. You also need flagship level connectivity. With the POCO F2 Pro, it supports 5G, Wi-Fi 6, and Super Bluetooth. You will always be connected, and the speeds are incredible. And maybe now another question raises up. With fast performance and fast connections, especially having the latest processor, the Snapdragon 865, paired with 5G, you must think it could drain the battery a lot. Which is why, for the POCO F2 Pro, we put in a massive 4,700 mAh battery. It just seems like the common sense thing to do. A 2-day long-lasting battery. Now you have sustainable performance and sustainable battery life. On a single charge, you could do a lot. Whether you want to game, listening to music, binging on great HD content, or recording some HD videos, you can do a lot of hours of it. And in case you do run out of juice, we have a 30-watt fast charging, and that's a flagship level fast charge. 63 minutes to 100%. You'll be charged up in no time. To give you a better taste on how powerful and smooth the POCO F2 is, we partnered up with Arena of Valor for a gaming test, a temperature and a battery test between the Samsung S20 Plus. Unfortunately, this was filmed before the OnePlus 8 Pro got released, so you got lucky there, OnePlus. We played 3 games to test how hot the phones got. Now let's take a look. Now, sustainable performance matters. No lag, no stutters, smooth cruising all the time. To sum up, the POCO F2 Pro's overall performance is truly powerful, and it's very cool, literally cool. We have the Snapdragon 865, LPDDR5 RAM, and UFS 3.1. For sustainable performance, we added liquid-cooled technology 2.0. For flagship connectivity, we have 5G, Wi-Fi 6, and Super Bluetooth. Powering all these amazing performance, we have a 4,700 milliamp battery that also supports 30-watt fast charge. And what does this mean? It means you will be able to experience the latest of anything with ease. And if we look at the comparison chart on performance only, overall against the OnePlus 8 Pro and the Samsung S20 Plus, a better AnTuTu score, a better flash storage, a bigger and better liquid-cooled technology, a bigger battery, similar charge speeds. The Samsung is priced at €1,000, and the OnePlus 8, €900. It's a bit pricey, if you ask me. Now, I did say we're a performance-driven phone, but that does not mean we slacked in any other area. We want to make sure you have a great screen paired with such an amazing performance. Yes, a true full-screen display. No notch, no holes, fully immersive. For our true full-screen display, we have a 6.667-inch True AMOLED, a 92.7% screen-to-body ratio. That's a lot of screen. And having a true full screen when you're gaming, you won't ever worry about having blocking a feature or a stats in your game. It's going to be always there. And when it comes to brightness, the POCO F2 Pro has a 5 million to 1 high contrast ratio, 800 nits on high brightness mode, and reaches up to 1,200 nits on maximum brightness. That's enough brightness for you to see super clearly, even when you're under the summer sun. Besides very high brightness, we make sure you also get the perfect brightness, the 360-degree ambient light sensor, which is a really cool feature. We added 3 light sensors that can detect the light environment around you and adjust brightness faster and more accurately. Now, this may seem like a small thing, but it really matters on a daily use experience. Let's see how it works and compare it to the other 2 phones. And for our screen, we have HDR10 Plus certification. It's always optimizing brightness and contrast. which will give you better detail and range of colors, whether you're gaming or watching HD content. And talking about HD content, actually, we're also Widevine L1 certified. You can watch HD in multiple platforms, such as YouTube, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and many others. I know you guys will be binge watching a lot of shows on the F2 Pro. Now, we have a lot of HD, but we also want to make sure our users' eyes are taken care of, which is why the POCO F2 Pro also passed the TÜV Rheinland Global Eye Care certification. We wouldn't want you to lose your 20/20 vision in the year of 2020. And because we're an AMOLED screen, we also have an in-screen fingerprint reader to ensure the security of your phone, a given feature in this day and age, of course. And speaking of unlocking, some of the features you'll be getting. Once you unlock the device, you'll see that the POCO F2 Pro will be running the latest Android 10 OS. You'll be able to enjoy all the latest features and be fully secured. And onto my favorite feature of the phone. Yes, we still have POCO Launcher 2.0. This is my favorite, and I would use this on any phone. It's just so good. Makes my life so much easier. That's because we believe the POCO Launcher 2.0 will make your life easier. It's built for flagship efficiency. For example, our app drawer. Usually, the app search is at the top. But for the POCO Launcher, the app drawer, we've taken into consideration the natural thumb area and moved the search bar to the bottom, so it allows you to have a speedier app search. And the POCO Launcher also automatically groups apps according to different categories. Usually, you have to do this yourself manually, but in the POCO Launcher, we'll do it for you automatically. It helps me a lot because when I get so many apps downloaded, I get a bit lazy on organizing. Don't judge me. And because all you have to do is swipe across the categories, and the apps are there for you. For example, if you installed a new social media app, it will be automatically get added to the communication tab. And the latest, our dark mode. It's easy on the eyes always. And come on, honestly, who doesn't love dark mode? It's always very cool. So POCO Launcher 2.0, you can get it on Google Play, as long as you're using an Android phone. You can set it as your default launcher. Currently, we have over 10 million downloads, and that's a mind-blowing number for us. We certainly didn't expect it, but we promise we'll always optimize it to make it even better. Let's moving on to design. I know you guys have been waiting for so long to see the F2 Pro, and I won't hide it any longer. The POCO F2 Pro in cyber gray. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? It's sleek, it's eye-catching. And for the POCO F2 Pro, there is a symmetrical element and an ergonomical element to the design. We purposely put the camera placement in the middle, so when you're taking a photo or recording a video, your natural hand placement wouldn't block the camera. An elegant curved body design on the backside, enhancing your hand feel even more so. Then a Corning Gorilla Glass 5 front and back, making it sturdy and going through your daily wear and tear. Now here comes the cool part. And this is what I'm talking about. Some forgotten conveniences that flagship phones used to have. The IR blaster, the NFC, and most importantly, the headphone jack. I always thought to myself, I don't need headphone jacks. Then on some days, I'll be looking at my phone, looking to plug in my headphones. And I really appreciate that when it's actually there. And trust me, you'll want it, because we do believe all these features are still in high demand among our users. Now to show some other colors of the F2 Pro, let's take a look. Here are the 4 other color variants.
While the world is focused on chasing the latest and the flashiest, we pace ourselves so we can dive deep in what really matters. We hold firm to our beliefs and refuse to be swayed. We curate the technology to enable your daily experience with the raw power necessary to be effortless and smooth. We surpass ourselves every day, showing our passion, perseverance, and potential to the world. This is POCO, focusing on innovations that truly matter.
POCO.
While the world is focused on chasing the latest and the flashiest, we pace ourselves so we can dive deep in what really matters. We hold firm to our beliefs and refuse to be swayed. We curate the technology to enable your daily experience with the raw power necessary to be effortless and smooth. We surpass ourselves every day, showing our passion, perseverance, and potential to the world. This is POCO, focusing on innovations that truly matter.
POCO.
While the world is
Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.